let me give you the important info that you guys need to know. So that Speedway hydraulic throwout bearing, those are the lines, not fancy, but I used 2 external bleeder hoses to make it work. So the one over there that's hooked up to the brake line, I bought like a little 2-pack adapter set they sell from Speedway. So all in all, this is $150. Bearing, 2 hoses, one of which I use as a bleed nipple, the other one of which I'm using to supply pressure, and that's what it costs on this end. Now let me show you something. This took me hours to figure out. Okay, maybe not hours, it took me like 45 minutes, but it was a big headache. So this is standard 3/16 brake line, nothing fancy about that. All the flex happens on that end, so you can get away with that. You don't need rubber hose. On this end, that's threaded for 7/16, not 3/8. So I had to buy a nut and then cut and flare the line. No big deal. This is off a CJ7 Jeep. It is a 7/8 master cylinder, and it has enough fluid movement capacity, or whatever you want to call it, enough bore, it moves enough fluid to where it actually works the throwout bearing like it should. And this particular throwout bearing has a snap ring on it that keeps you from overextending it. Right now, you take a straight edge and you measure the offset using something like a machinist ruler. You can have a lot better results than you would with, for example, tape measure. Okay, so it's 3/8. Now using the same flat edge, remember that 3/8 number I gave you guys? Using the same flat edge, you measure from where the bell housing meets the block. And it's 3 3/4 exactly. This bell housing is 6 3/8 deep. I didn't want the hassle of having to bleed this through the bell housing somehow. So let me go down to the numbers again. I measured, well, let me show you what I have. Right now I have 3 1/16. So the way I got this number, or 3 inches exactly, I took 1 shim out. So I used all but 1 shim. The way I got this number was from the face of the engine to the face of the shell was 3 3/4, minus 3/8 to go down to the depth of the teeth. So 3/4 minus 3/8 wound up being 3 3/8. Now 3 3/8 is the number you subtract. In this case, 6 3/8, just about. So you subtract 3 3/8, and you get exactly 3 1/16. Yeah, that's how you get the numbers. I installed a stud instead of one of these right here. They provide 2 studs, I guess, for common Chevy transmissions, and it keeps it from rotating. The engine is constantly rotating this way. So, I mean, I'd feel more secure if they had 2 studs. If you really wanted to, I guess you can get another one from a hardware store, but people like these things. The reviews are great, so I'm gonna give it a try. These are nice little Dash 4 hoses that Speedway likes to supply, if you purchase them, of course. This kit doesn't come with any hoses. You have to basically figure it out yourself. This upper one is gonna be the bleeder hose. This is just a little adapter. And then this is the bleeder. I think this is 1/8 inch NPT. Obviously I'm gonna tighten everything down. And then this This was a couple dollars each. This is a female -4 adapter that uses the regular 3/8-24 inverted flare standard brake line. Basically what you would find on a 3/16 brake line. So upon final installation, your clutch pedal should be even with your brakes. So, you know, for comfort. And in my case, it's kind of hard to see, sorry. I got this ugly thing going on, but that stopper right there, I adjusted it just to where I like it, and everything works good. To give you an idea of where it engages, and right there. So the car's in gear, so ignore my ugly floors. I haven't done any welding to them. That was the previous owner's work, and let me tell you, it was just hackery on a whole nother level. It works great. 7/8 master cylinder is a little on the large side. You'll have an easier pedal travel if you have a 3/4 master cylinder from Willwood, but you do save a lot of money by using that CJ7 master cylinder, that's 7/8 bore, and it works great. 1,000 miles, I've had no issues with it. At the end of it all, I adjusted it, and my only issue was with the I had a collapsing push rod that I had to fix. So if you do your push rod right, you shouldn't have any issues, and I am so happy with my 4-speed swap. Click on the link below for the Champion Spark Plugs Challenge, and please vote for me starting January 5th so that I can take first place, and Federal Mogul will give me $5,000 to put this car, the Charger, on the road. Well, this car is already on the road, but that 69 Charger, I can't do it with your guys' help. And it won't cost you a penny. All you gotta do is click and vote.
It's not.
Self alarming.
Causing.
Menu. Under sound settings.
Pulse beat
volume.
Nothing.
And then we'll want to change our limits on both.
Yeah. Which
so
they
he is-
didn't.
Baby Luke, he was born, and Evelyn's doing great. Kids are doing great. They're happy to see me. One of the hardest things I've had to do in my life is stand by and be unable to do anything at all while baby Luke has had his first open heart surgery, and he's got several more to go before, well, who knows what's coming for him, you know. So we'll take it day by day. Lord willing, we'll take what he gives us. All right, well, thank you all for your support, and you all have a wonderful Christmas.